The Midland community has donated around $20,000 in Mike Naylor's name for vests just like this one. Yellow crime scene tape still surrounds the convenience store here at the intersection of 42nd Street and Andrews Highway. Police have released the name of the pedestrian hit in this morning's car accident. They've decreased serious crimes by about 19.2%. Some people might know this as the Baby Moses Law. However, CPS refers to it as the Safe Haven Law. It all began when residents received letters just like this one from their mailbox. This was Lake J.B. Thomas just last week. It was only full 2%. But with the recent rainfalls, it has filled up the lake to more than 44%. The sound of an ice cream truck driving through a neighborhood can be the most exciting part of any child's day.
I had kids chasing me down the street.
But what if one of those friendly faces handing the neighborhood children ice cream was actually a registered sex offender?
It's scary, I mean, for somebody to be riding around on a truck like that where there's kids playing and stuff like that. I mean, they shouldn't be out there.
That's exactly what happened earlier this month when a woman caught a driver of one of Frosty Treats ice cream trucks taking pictures of students.
I've been here 20 years. And this is the first time I've had this situation happen.
Dave Bethune, a manager of the company, hired David Romo, who has sexual assault charges out of Minnesota and California.
We sure don't want people like that. I have a 11-year-old son, and I sure don't want people like that hanging around my shop, and I sure don't want them out there with the children.
Romo only worked for the company for 2 days before his past was dug up. Bethune says the hire was an accident and the company won't hire registered sex offenders, no matter how long ago the offense occurred. So why don't we do background checks on every person that comes in?
We can, we do. Well, not all of them, but we can do them on all of them. And we're supposed to do it on all of them.
And so how did this guy get missed?
Well, he was only here 2 days, so it takes a little bit for us to get a background check on him.
According to state law, registered sex offenders who finish parole and probation are able to work around kids. The only jobs they can't hold include driving a bus, a taxi, a limousine, or run amusement park rides.
But driving an ice cream truck is not on that list, unfortunately.
Because it's not on the list, working for the company wasn't the crime, but rather not reporting a job change to police. Illegal or not, Bethune says these kinds of criminals should never be hired by the Frosty Treats ice cream company. So you think this guy just accidentally went through the system?
Yep.
From now on, what is your proceedings in hiring?
We need to do it before we go ahead and hire him.
This is one he wrote to my mom for New Year's.
Stacked in a dark corner.
But I have plenty more over here.
And scattered throughout the house, letters. Pages of them written in tiny handwriting addressed to Gloria, Jesus Reyna's only sister.
I'm blessed with all these letters. You know, they're memories. They're memories that he gave me.
Jesus was one of the 10 killed in the prison bus crash last Wednesday. Now, 9 days later, the reality is still sinking in.
It really hurts. It really hurts when he depended on me, you know. It's hard.
For the past 3 months, Gloria received letters twice a week with updates and words of love for his family.
He just had so many dreams and everything that, you know, and everything was for his kids.
The ritual of reading his letters became commonplace. And when she thought that all that had come to an end, there was one more surprise.
When my daughter checked the mailbox, you know, brought the letter.
Dated the night before the crash at 11 p.m., Jesus wrote,
I am writing to you, sister, to tell you that tomorrow I am going on a trip. I'm going to El Paso.
Along with an address to the Sanchez unit, Jesus expressed how much he wished to see his sister, even leaving her with a warning.
Check the Weather Channel. And if the roads are bad, don't move. He was always worried about, you know, the weather. Sister, I love you. And I hope to God to see you soon. Tell my mom again, heads up. And don't be sad. I'll be in a better place.
With your eye on Odessa, I'm Lauren Lanmon, CBS 7 News.
There were signs made. One little boy had a green sign that said, "We love you, Uncle Mike." Well, you talk about bringing tears. It's an amazing country. Amazing country.
Dozens of law enforcement vehicles and hundreds of residents with flags was the scene all across West Texas this afternoon. It's a pure sign of patriotism and respect shown to the family, whether they knew them or not.
I thought it was a way to explain and show Rye how to respect.
Honoring the sheriff who died.
The sheriff who died, that's right.
98 miles and one state later, Sergeant Naylor's resting place was found in a somber cemetery on the outside of town.
This is a tribute to a man that gave his all for the community he lived in, trying to do his job, trying to serve an arrest warrant on a child predator. And that was his goal in life, was to help people. And he was helping a child by serving this warrant by keeping the child predator away.
Rows of law enforcement men and women from all parts of the country stood as they wished their brother in blue one final farewell.
You take one step and the next and then the next and you keep going. God gives us the charge to live our life in His light. We do that by moving forward.